Hi guys, it's Kat. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a miniature standing desk. It's inspired by my real-life desk that I use for crafting and for my day job when I'm working from home. Let me first show you the real desk this miniature is inspired by. Standing desks have become more and more common in the last 2 years, and it's easy to understand why. They make working for long hours at a desk so much easier on your back and your neck. As many of you know, I recently moved to New York City, and that meant a lot of downsizing. I had to be very intentional about what pieces of furniture I could make space for. A big requirement for a desk was that it be multifunctional. That's where this adjustable height desk from FlexiSpot comes in. As the name suggests, it makes my workspace super flexible. I can sit down and focus on my work when needed, and then with a simple press of a button, stand up when my back needs a break and my legs need to move around. The height adjustment feature is so smooth and surprisingly also very quiet. One of my favorite features is being able to charge my phone or computer directly from the desk instead of crawling underneath it to find an outlet. The USB plug is also great for small appliances like a desk light or a miniature fan. One small but super important feature that's often overlooked is this child lock feature. I have a toddler who is like my shadow and gets into everything I'm working on, so this feature was a huge plus. Let's get started with building the miniature version. The first thing I do is grab a thin sheet of wood and cut out a 3" by 6" rectangle. The wood is thin enough for me to simply score with a utility knife and snap off. Then take some coffee stirrers and cut off the rounded ends. This miter shear makes that job super easy. Glue that all around the perimeter of the rectangle. Leave a 3.5" gap at the center of one of the long sides. This is where we will add a drawer. Cut out two 2¼ lengths and glue them perpendicular to the long side. Then use a 3.5" length to close off this gap. Next up is the drawer itself. From the same thin wood we used for the desktop, I cut out a 2" by 3.5" rectangle. I glue coffee stirrers on all 4 sides to complete the drawer. It should fit snugly into the open space. Then cut 2 small pieces of coffee stirrers and glue them on the shorter sides underneath the drawer. This is what the drawer sits on as it slides open and shut. This next part is fun. For the legs, I'll be using a square dowel and popsicle sticks. Cut your dowel to 3" in length. I use my trusty miter handsaw. Then to make the legs adjustable, we'll be building a snug casing to wrap around it. Take a popsicle stick and cut it to 2 3/4" in length. Cut 4 of these per leg. 2 of these will need to be thinner. I place the square dowel on the popsicle stick and mark the thickness of the dowel. And then cut off the excess so you're left with a stick that's the same width as your dowel. You should have 2 regular width sticks and 2 thinner ones. Glue them together to form a square tube. The interior of this tube is a perfect fit for the dowel. Make another one for these legs. Now you can simply glue the dowel section directly underneath your desk. For stability, I'll be adding this 5¼ inch dowel between the two legs. If you're wondering how the adjustable height works, the dowels are really snug inside the casing we built, so it's simply tension that holds it in place. Last part of the build, the feet for the legs. I cut a popsicle stick at the 3-inch mark and round out each flat side. I snip off the corners and sand it out till it's round. Then simply glue one beneath each leg. How simple is that? You can leave the desk as is because this natural color is beautiful. However, I'm going to paint it white to match my real life version. Now for the final details. I take a picture of the buttons and logo on my real desk and print it out in miniature version. I laminated for a glossy look, but you can also use tape or just print it out on photo paper. Glue on the images and your desk is done. I love this little miniature version and my real life one even more. I've made an adjustable height desk before, and I'll link the tutorial for that down below. That one is inspired by an IKEA design. I hope you guys like this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.